Hello Datacruit users, my name is Adam and in this video I will show you the workflow of hiring processes module. We will start a jobs module and here in the list you can see all the jobs what you have in your database, and we will take a look on a cloud architect job. In video job adding and publishing, I will show you how to publish job outside, and you can use jobs.datacruit.com for it. First of all, in this video, I will show you how candidate can react through jobs.datacruit.com on cloud architect position or job, and then I will show you how to process candidates in the position. So now I will show you how the job advertisement looks like through jobs.datacruit.com. That's the advertisement, how can a candidate see it and how can apply through this button. You can share this advertisement or the link of the advertisement on your Facebook or LinkedIn. And if I apply for this job as a candidate, I just need to fill in my name, last name, my email, phone number. I can upload my CV. I can agree jobs offers. I'm not a robot, and I will send this application. There is information for me that data has been successfully sent, so I can close it. And now if I jump back to the database and I will take a look on a cloud architect job, I can see we have 4 candidates, 3 of them are active. I can click on the numbers and I can jump right to hiring processes module, or I can use this button and we will take a look on the candidates and we will process these candidates on our position. As you can see on the top is my reaction from Pavel Komárek. You can see candidate source is jobs.datacruit.com as I apply through jobs.datacruit.com. And here in the list, as you can see, we have 4 candidates on this position. And if we take a look on overview of hiring processes list, next to candidate source, you can rate candidate for this position. You can set when feedback was sent to the candidate. You can put hiring process on hold. And in hiring manager section, you can send this candidate to be assessed by hiring manager. We will talk about this feature into more details in different video. Here, status of hiring processes is the most important section of this whole module. Okay, this candidate has status to be reviewed because as I showed you on the beginning, this candidate came from jobs.datacruit.com. I apply for this position from outside, so somebody needs to check that candidate and decide what's going to be next step in the hiring process of this candidate. But first of all, I would like to show you complete hiring process of placed candidate. And if you take a look on the list of the candidate and consider what I said on the beginning, that we have 4 candidates and 3 of them are active, you can see Petra is only 1 candidate with red color. The colors in Datacruit indicates the stage of hiring process of certain candidate. And if we take a look on Petra, she is placed candidate, so this is complete hiring process, and you can see yellow color indicates long list, green color indicates active candidate, and red color indicates placed candidate. Now I will come back to my Pavel, who applied through jobs.datacruit.com, and I will go through the whole hiring process with you. So, my candidate is to be reviewed. I can check the CV in the documents list because Pavel uploaded his CV with the reaction. So I can check the CV and I can decide what's going to be next step with the candidate. So now I will show you how to move the candidate through the hiring process. Okay, the whole magic is happening through these three buttons. Add hiring process status to the candidate. It means I want to move the candidate forward in the hiring process. I want to plan interview, for example, and I want to work with that candidate. Candidate was rejected is negative result. It will gives the candidate inactive status, and it will finish the hiring process. The same thing with if candidate refused. And now I will show you how to move the candidate forward through the hiring process. Okay, so I found out that Pavel is suitable and interested candidate for this position as I looked on his CV, and I want to move him forward. Okay, so I will add the hiring process. Here, there is always a next logical thing or action what can happen with candidate. Okay, so as I said, I will just choose the internal interview option. I will plan this interview on, let's say, Monday at 2 p.m. and I will save it. Now I want to send email to Pavel and invite him for interview. Okay, so I will move to communication list and I will select email that I want to send to Pavel. I want to invite him for interview. That's the template what I create before in administration, and we will take a look on it in different video. There is the subject of the email, and here you can see the text. There is automatically written the date and the time what I set before for the interview, and now I can send it to Pavel. Here you can see the communication in the communication list with the candidate on this interview, or you can select all the communication what you have with the certain candidate. Okay. Now, if I come back to overview of hiring processes and I want to continue with Pavel and move him forward again, after interview with Pavel, I still think he's quite interesting candidate, and I would like to send his CV to hiring manager. Okay, that's very important step in a Datacruit. There is a checkbox for it, and once you check that checkbox, you will set the time and the date and save it. This CV out status, as you can see, changed the color and the stage of the candidate. The candidate became active, okay? So the CV out is very important step, and since now I can send this candidate for assessment to hiring manager as well. Okay, so as you can see, Pavel is green active candidate. Now I can see it in the list of candidates as well, and I would like to plan an interview with hiring manager. So let's say I will plan it on Wednesday, again at 2 p.m. I will save it. The interview with hiring manager was quite successful, and we want to send the offer to the candidate. That could be the next logical step, and I will send this offer on Thursday. Okay, let's say candidate accept the offer, and the next logical step would be the placement. Okay, I can already check that the candidate will start on the 27th, and I can save it. Okay, so that's the complete hiring process with the candidate all the way to the placement. And now I will just show you one more example with another candidate with status to be reviewed and how to reject that candidate. As I told you, it's happening through that red button for rejection, or you can do the same thing if candidate will refuse. In our case, we reject the candidate, so I will just select this option. I will select the reason why I'm rejecting this candidate. I will set the date, and I can insert timestamp. It will fill in the recruiter's name, date, and the time. If I save it, it will give the candidate not fit status with black color. It means inactive candidate, and you can see it again straight away in the candidates list. I want to send the rejection to this candidate, so I will select rejection template, what I create in the administration before as well. Subject is feedback after interview, and I will just send the template. You can see it again here in the communication with the candidate. Okay, so that's actually what I want to show you in this module, the workflow of hiring processes. And thank you for your attention. See you in the next videos.